Today going to be replacing the AC condenser on the 2009 Honda Civic Si without removing that front bumper right there. It's pretty simple. So you got this cover here that goes over here. I took it off already, but it has clips right here. It'll have one right here, one right here, and one right here, and one right here. So a total of 4 clips. And this cover will come off. Then you have some Torx. Looks like this customer already had been messing with these, so we'll probably be replacing these bolts. Look at that. Once you have access, you see the AC condenser. Somebody either had a fender bender or something like that. So you have the lines to disconnect right there, and then you got another one down there. So you can see right there. So, and then you got the brackets holding it in place. It has one. I believe it has total of 3, 2, and 1 right underneath this line right here. All right, I'm gonna start pulling it off. Take off all the hoses first, and then the brackets to show. I'll show you guys. Also, forgot to mention, make sure you evacuate your AC system. This one didn't need to because the AC condenser had a hole in it. So, but if yours is full and needs a replacement, it has a small leak, then you need to evacuate it. Make sure to do it properly. And to remove everything, I'll be using a 10mm ratcheting wrench and a short 10mm. All right, so we got all the bracket bolts off, which is 1 10mm, 2 right here, and we got the same thing on the other side, 1, 2, so that's total of 4 10mm bolts. And that one that goes underneath the hose, let me see if I can get a quick video in there. That's where it goes, right underneath that hose. You see, there's one bolt hole there. I already got it off. And so I'm just gonna wiggle these off. It's hard to do it with one hand. Or you could use a flathead too. Let's see. Let me try to do this like this. Oh, that didn't work. Alright, let's see. Use both hands, wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it. It came off. Same thing for the bottom one. Screwdriver, little quick flathead. Oh, this is getting harder than I thought. I'm a little stuck down here, but it will come out just with some effort. There it goes. Alright, so a little bit of effort it took to get this line off at the bottom right there. You see me moving it down there, that's where it goes. Let's see if this wants to focus. Maybe not. Right there, you see it. Alright, so we got them all off. So we just got to pull this grill back a little bit. Zoom out of this. Shimmy it out to make it easier when you're going to put the new one in. If you remove these 2 10mm bolts there to the latch, it'll be easier. All right, so just with a little movement back and forth, it'll come out. Let me put this down and get this out, and I'll be right back. All right, so this one fought me a little bit, so I had to take off a total of 3 10mm bolts to get off the latch. I could have took off the grill, but didn't feel like taking off the grill. So what I'm going to do to install it, I'm going to remove these brackets for the radiator so we get a little more play to push it inwards, to have a little more room to play with. All right, let's get the new one in and do some reverse process, and let's get this going. All right, so when you get the new one on, your new one doesn't come with the bushings for the bottom to keep it in place, so make sure to swap them over from your old one. And also take off these covers, just or you can leave them on actually, so you get no dust or debris in there while putting them in. It won't be in the way. All right, let's get it in. All right, so the new one is in. I was replacing the O-rings, which you should do as well on both of the hoses. I have a kit that I bought out of Harbor Freight, not too expensive, it's pretty cheap. So if you want to avoid that leak, that's what you want to do. All right, let me get these hoses on, brackets on, and pretty much you'll be ready to charge up. I use a kit that I also bought on Amazon for the AC. I'll show you guys in a minute. All right, she is all buttoned in. Now to test out, she has a leak. Let me get that machine to show you guys my vacuum machine that I had bought from Amazon. All right, so this is the vacuum pump that I bought from Amazon with the whole gauge kit for 100. Pretty simple to use. So the way you use it, you want to open all these up. The gauges says open and close. You want to open all the way. You want to open these. And then the high port open. The reason you want them all open for suction. All right, so we got them all open. And I'll show you on the gauge, it'll start dropping. Right when you flip the switch on this, you'll see them start dropping. Have it on for 5 to 10 minutes vacuuming, and then once you have it all vacuum sealed down to the 30 right there, which is the -1 technically, you want to shut your valves off here, both of them, to closed, and you turn off the switch off your pump. Once that's done, then you wait and watch the gauge to see if the gauge drops. We'll come back to it right now. All right, so my time is up, but let's see, shut this off. Actually, you're supposed to leave it on still, and then close these. And then turn it off. Then we just sit here, watch the gauges, make sure they don't move, give it about 5 to 10 minutes as well. We'll be back. All right, so didn't drop not one bit, so time to put some Freon in it. I'm going to be using this method this way. A lot of people don't like using it this way, but if you vacuum seal it, you'll be able to use these. So once you have the can all set up, then you want to see in here, kind of get all the air out to where you see it's coming out Freon. There we go. Make sure you don't have no air in it. Then you open this up, let it suction it in. Once it suctions in, you can hear when it stops. Then you get the car on, put it on max AC. See all the gauges going. The only one you open is the low side. All right, let me get the keys to the car. All right, so the car's on. Right when I started, put it on AC full blast. You see the compressor kicked on already. All right, that is it. You guys have a good one. On to the next one.